the idea of attraction is that you just bring more presence to your life, to be aware what is around you that you could possibly be benefited from. Limiting beliefs, limiting resources. This one particularly helped me a lot with my money mindset. You could learn and use it actually in so many different things, but just for me was at that time that exactly what I needed. And it was more about how my beliefs shapes my potentials and my experiences. So probably you could relate to this story of this person who's been drowning in the sea, and then a boat passed by and he's like, hey, do you need help? He's like, no, thank you, God will help me. And the boat goes by, and then another one comes, hey, do you need help? He's like, no, thank you, God will help me. Eventually the guy just drowns and dies. That's just how the story tells. And then when he go to heaven and meet God, he was like, what, God, why you didn't come to save me? He said, like, are you, I sent you two boats, right? Why didn't take any of them? This wasn't my moment of a change, but it was similar to the same story. It's the idea of how much my mind was conditioned under the circumstances of specific things, which means, like, if I want to get more money, the only way of it is to work extra hours to get more money, or to eventually, like, you know, um, be upgraded or move to a new position, higher position with higher salary. This was the only way, basically, to work my ass off very hard, put it my priority, spend all my energy and time to get it work, right? And I struggle with that a lot also in different aspects in my life, because I had this conditioned belief about how certain things happens in life. Without these structures and pattern, I can't go anywhere. And the moment I reflected on this story and realized, like, wow, what could actually happen and change if I opened my mind to different possibilities or for different things to happen differently. And it led me to the idea of, I just want to achieve this thing. I want more money. I want to travel. I want to buy a new camera. It was at that time, as you see, was mostly things about around money, right? But I will not just stick to my salary because that will take forever. I will just stick to nothing. I will just be open to the idea that this can happen from anywhere. So I better keep looking. I better keep my eyes open very wide and clear on what is happening around me, who comes close to me, who speaks, and what do they offer me indirectly without I even ask or see. And it was that time where I wanted to achieve one of my goals to become a freediver instructors. And I've met that person who told me, that person actually worked in finance, so it was his thing to kind of help me on how can I get this achieved, because I didn't have the money for it. I just was beginner, didn't even have level 1 yet. So I have a long way to go, a lot of money to spend, etc. And he told me, based on his calculation, based on the salary I get and the amount of hours I work, which was 12 hours at that time even, he told me it will take me 5 years to achieve my goal financially. And then I was like, of course, thank you for your help and everything. But in my mind was like, nah, if it takes 5 years, I would not do it. I would not find the courage or be encouraged actually to even step into it. Like, I wouldn't spend my whole 5 years just for one small thing. What about the other things that I want to achieve as well? That would take me my lifetime just to get two things done? It wouldn't make sense to me. But it made sense in a way of how much I earn, right? Because that's how I used to think. That's how most of people think of, like, this is how much you get a month, this is how much you spend, And this is just how things work. But actually, not. From what I've seen, from what I've even seen afterwards, from other people's experiences, we were both, or we all relate to the same thing after I stepped out of this closed circle of my limited beliefs. And I started to apply one of my lessons I shared earlier in different video, which basically bring my ideas online, which means not the internet, but more speaking it out loud with people I know, people in my circle, that my goal is to be the instructor, and I'm struggling at the moment with the financial states. This just brings the idea I could possibly appreciate any help around that. Maybe you know someone is offering a discount, or someone is offering an internship or an exchange, something I can offer them, and they could offer me courses, etc. Just keep it in mind, could help one day. And I was so shocked from this person I met, the amount of effort she put into finding me a possibility. It was insane. I was like, wow, just one person could do that. Like, I'm not just looking for the opportunities, like she is looking, he's looking, him is looking. And this way I have like an army around me looking around for possibilities. And to not take you in the whole story, because it took a year to process, because I achieved my goal of being an instructor. And on top of that, actually, even learning how to swim, all within 1 year, all done. And if you ask me how did it work exactly, I would tell you like it just worked out. Like the money just came. Just small jobs came along the way, like small things they can do in a small time, but gets also some money. People actually donated money. Some people actually said, you know what, I would love to see you achieving your goal. Here is this much money. See if this can help. Some other people said, like, you can borrow that money, and when you ever you have your instructor certificate, sure, you will get some work and you can return me the money back. Some other people offered me contact with other people who's willing to help in different ways, as offering me the level with much cheaper prices, etc. So the point here is just because at the beginning I was only narrowed, I narrowed my thinking of the only way I could go through this, as my friend, the financial guy, said, it has to be through my salary. It will take me 5 years. But just from switching this mindset of like being conditioned to only God can come personally to help me, to the point of like whatever comes in my way does the same job. I just want to get to the shore. That's my goal. I just want to get to the instructor course. That's my goal. As long as I don't sell drugs and weapons, that's fine. As long as I don't hurt anyone, that's great. So keep looking to the possibilities around you that you will only see if you open your eyes very wide, because this is another mindset game, is that your brain are capable to show you anything and bring you anything you want to achieve in your life, but only if you put the time and effort to it. If you just like lazy ass doing nothing, just keep complaining inside of your head that this is not gonna work, and if it's gonna work, is this is the only way. If this is your mindset, I can guarantee you your brain will never spend a 1% of effort to just help you, just keep you in a comfort zone, because again, this is just what you're wired for mostly. But if you come up and speak for yourself and say, hey, whatever in my way, I want to see possibilities. I want to go to my maximum potentials in this. So show me all the ways. Show me all the resources and the people around me that could possibly help me in that. And that will forces you that every day you're gonna wake up, your ears gonna be hearing that person who's like 50-meter far but spoke about something that might be helping you, or this ad or this person or whatever. You're just gonna be mentally wired differently to attract and to focus on what you want to achieve, because attraction actually is nothing that you're creating out of nothing. It was already there around you. You're not like building it, right? The fact or the idea of attraction is that you just bring more presence to your life, to be aware what is around you that you could possibly